Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, we're talking about economic financial collapse. That's right, but I have a smile on my face. You know why? Because if you're prepared, it's time to party, emerging millionaires. And you might think I've gone crazy, but we're going to talk about it tonight because, of course, we have strategies. Of course, we have knowledge and information that we're going to share tonight. And you never know what's going to happen in the chat room. So bring your pen, pads, and papers. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to thank you for being here on the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And please, at the beginning of this, smash the like button so the YouTube gods know that we're in the house tonight. And tonight I started a little bit different with a little jazz play by Peter Belasco. That's right. You know what we're talking about here. And let's see who's in the house already. Auntie Val is here with the icon next to her name. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, we're lifting the weights. We got it ready. That's right. Thank you so much, Auntie Val. I appreciate your support with that icon next to your name. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here on a Friday night. And it's party night this time. You heard me right. It's time to party. So there's going to be some special deals going on tonight. And what I mean by that is I'll be running some special videos, but that's okay. I'm checking for something because there was something I forgot before the live stream. But let's get into this because the numbers are not good, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we do here at Stop Struggling Now. I've been trying to get you prepared for the next downfall, but you know what the other thing is with this? By preparing you for a recession, it also prepares you for when there is no recession. So if everything is going good, then you have the tools necessary to compete in the modern world. If everything goes bad, you still have the tools to make money during a recession and make money when there is no recession and make money basically for the rest of your life. That's what we've been talking about here. And it's been a little undercover, but we've come a long way over the last 3 years, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to thank you so much for your support and everything like that. So here, before we get into it, I'm going to get to the numbers. All right. You guys know this is facts oriented. This is based on information that is out there in the public domain. So tonight, I'm going to go over a few things. This right here is laughable. All right. This beginning one is just laughable. I can't believe they even, this is crazy right here. All right. So we're going to go look at this CNBC article because this came out at the end of July. And can you believe what they're putting out here? Wages are rising. Unless wages are rising about 10 to 15%, there is no way wages are rising. See those little mind games that they play by putting out articles like this? How are wages rising when there's inflation, ladies and gentlemen? If it cost you, let's say for a loaf of bread, it cost you $2 last year, and it now costs you $4, your wages rising has nothing to do with anything because unless you've doubled your wage, it's costing you more money. You're losing money. So at least they admit that it's a 2% pay cut due to inflation. So that's very nice for them to put that in there. But once again, that shouldn't even be wages are rising. Like I said, we want to make more money and we don't want inflation. So therefore, you have to plan for inflation, ladies and gentlemen. I just have to point these things out because it's cold, hard facts. And this is why you need those extra streams of income. You need that making money from home, making money while you sleep from internet, whether it's Airbnbs, whether it's eBay, whether it's Amazon, whether it's Facebook Marketplace. It does not matter. You have to make these extra streams of income, ladies and gentlemen. And now I'm going to show you something also because I have to get you guys prepared, because those of you who have been diligent, who's been actually putting in extra work to get your extra streams of income or setting it up, just like everyone who did Strong Block, you set yourself up to have revenue coming in that's regardless of what's happening with the labor pool, which I now have on the screen, or unemployment rates. None of that has any bearing because they're sending us $70 a day. So the U.S. Department of Labor, they're giving out information, and you guys know that the government gives you out fake numbers. So if this is what the unemployment rate makeup looks like, you might as well just add some percentage points to all these figures. All right? It does not matter what they're putting in there. They're making it seem, they put it in the best light. And this is actually from today, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 4.8% unemployment rate, making it seem like it came down. Well, hell, it's going to be down when there's no jobs out there and then people fall off the unemployment rolls and therefore people aren't looking for jobs. Of course, things are going to come down. But the true unemployment rate, why don't we just call it double for everything you see here? And never mind about the wages, which are basically stagnant. So therefore, again, we're going to party because you are going to be able to make extra streams of income. That's what we're trying to do around here, right? So let's see who else is in the house tonight. We have Terry Jones in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here, Terry Jones, in the house, stacking up those assets. Look at that. I love it, Terry Jones. This is beautiful news. This is what we try to do around here in the SSN Academy, SSN University, SSN Nation. Thank you so much for mentioning that. And I appreciate that because, you know, it's all about in 2021. We still have 2 months left. Get your assets, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we want here. We want assets. And that's what we've been talking about all year long at SSN Nation. It's been about assets. You still have 2.5 months left to get assets. And what are assets? Assets pay us. In case you're new here, assets pay us, ladies and gentlemen. That means it pays us whether we're gone, whether we're on vacation, whether we're sleeping, we are still making money. Those are assets. And Terry Jones is saying he's stacking up assets. That's what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. And then we talk about how do you do it? That's the real question. All right. We have Victor Marrero in the house. He's been stacking up some assets and trying to get some more. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And he has the icon next to his name. And he has his tagline set. Hello, all, and let's do this. That's how we're going to do it tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because it's a party up in here tonight. That's right. You guys, I have some other promo stuff going on, but it has nothing to do with money or giveaways or freebies. But speaking of freebies, down below in the description, there are some freebies. Get your free $10 from Coinbase. If you haven't invested in crypto yet or bought crypto, at least you get free crypto from Coinbase, $10 at least, a Bitcoin down below. Bitcoin has risen over the last week. Now, there's reasons why Bitcoin and crypto has risen. Can you believe Federal Powell came out and admitted they don't have any plans to ban crypto? That's a relief. All of a sudden, crypto starts taking off. So you have one chamber saying, we're not going to ban crypto. Now you have the SEC saying we're not going to ban crypto. Now you know why crypto is taking off, ladies and gentlemen. They're realizing that they can make millions. After they start doing the market cap on coinmarketcap.com, they started realizing, wait a minute, there's trillions of dollars tied up into crypto. Imagine that. We can do something with that. You best believe they're coming out with something, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Kerry White's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And he has the icon next to his name as well. Thank you so much for being here. His tagline's in check. Good evening, SSN family. Let's get it. That's right. We're getting it. Bring those pen, pads, and papers, ladies and gentlemen, because you never know. There may be somebody here in the chat room dropping gems, because at SSN Nation, we have a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of opportunists, a lot of go-getters, a lot of CEOs of my life, and a whole bunch of emerging millionaires. And that's what's going to happen over this next little downturn that's going to happen over the next 6 months is my prediction, especially after the Fed say they got to increase the interest rate. All right, I want to get back to this right here, ladies and gentlemen, because you have to understand unemployment. If you are self-employed, unemployment rate doesn't mean anything to you. Of course not, right? Now, what may have something to do with you is wage increase by 19 cents. That's nothing, because you can increase your wage just like what I was talking about the other day. If you saw one of the Freedom Papers videos, when I walked in the 99-cent store and I saw all these protein powders for $5.99 that they slapped a sticker on, knowing full well you look on your phone and the cheapest one is $65. So you can flip that. So you can, there was 50 of them. So even if you sold 50 in a month and you were able to sell them at half the price, let's call it $40, not even half. We'll call it $40. Now, 50 making an extra $30 is $1,500. Okay, extra streams of income, ladies and gentlemen. That's not hard. It's all over the place, the land of opportunity, but you have to be looking for it. Get your Freedom Papers and look at here. This 123,000 jobs in August, this is pitiful. There are millions of people out of work due to COVID over the last 18 months. 123,000, please. That's not going to help, ladies and gentlemen. Can you see where this is going? Therefore, you have to get your extra streams of income. That's why we're going to be partying like it's 1999. That's right. Those of us who have been getting our assets in order, or who still are getting your assets in order, that's what we're going to be doing. All right. And by the way, let me know if anybody actually saw that little 4-minute preview with the little jazz track, Strong and Able. All right. That's going to be a copyright infringement. So only people on the live stream are going to see it, because after this video, this live stream is over, I will be removing it. Otherwise, it's a copyright strike. All right, here we go. Marrero, there are over 11 million available jobs, but yet you show a 4.8% unemployment. Exactly. The math doesn't add up unless that 4.8% unemployment or special skills jobs, something isn't adding up. Oh, Victor Marrero, it definitely never adds up. You know why? Because they don't expect people to go actually look up the numbers. So most people just see those charts, just like I showed, 4.8%. And they're going, oh, that's not bad. But then when you look up the real numbers and then realize, okay, due to COVID, it's common sense. 30% of the workforce is out of work because businesses have closed. How can it be 4.8% when only 185% of the population, 185 million maximum, even has a job in a great economy? So if you lose 30 million, 40 million, 50 million jobs, how are you have unemployment of 5%? This is ridiculous. Exactly. So Victor Marrero breaks out the stats, so it makes it ridiculous that they put up something like 5%. That's absurd. So, of course, there's going to have asterisks next to their numbers. But that, again, that has nothing to do with us, ladies and gentlemen. You know why? Because when the financial collapse or economic crisis occurs, you have your assets already in place. You've already started on the path to get extra streams of income. And therefore, you'll have many of them and you'll be diversified. Whether you have your money in crypto, whether you have your money on the stock market, whether you have your money on an online platform where you can make money overnight like eBay, Amazon, Shopify, that's what you're going to have to do in this day and age, ladies and gentlemen. think of America like a third world country. So you better get your hustle on. And the reason why a lot of people who come to America, they're able to be financially successful quickly is because in their country, they have to hustle every day just to make a little bit of money. So when they come to America and find out how many people are lazy, who don't want to do anything, and all they have to do is go out here and try, and then they're saying, well, I can make money. All I got to do is try. What is the competition really? Hardly any. To them, no competition. That's why they're able to ascend faster, quicker, because there's no barriers. There's nothing in their head that stops them. There's nobody sitting there next to them at work when they say, hey, what do you think of this right here? I think this is a good idea. Oh, no, it'll never work. Why would you try and do that? Just stay here with us and everything will be fine. Put your money in a 401k or the pension plan. Come on. Everything will be fine. Why are you going to go out here and take a risk like that? That's what you have to think about, ladies and gentlemen. And those people rarely are going to be the emerging millionaires. All right. You have to have a plan. You have to have a strategy. And that's what we do here. We talk about plans. We talk about strategies, right? Okay. Now, down below in the description, the freebies. Free stocks from Robinhood and Webull. If you haven't gotten those yet, those are apps where you can buy and sell stocks, and you can buy and sell crypto on these apps now as well. But it's Robinhood and Webull. The links are down below in the description. All right, let's see. Tiffany Young is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. She has the icon next to her name as well. Thank you so much for being here. And she says, hello, everyone. Yes, hello. Thank you so much once again for being here. Terry Jones, he's co-signing, saying facts 100. Thank you, Terry Jones. I appreciate it. All right. So what else are we going to talk about? Well, we have something else to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, because if this doesn't get you to get off your behind and say, you know what, I can't rely on this job that I have to be here in an economic crisis. There's already been an economic crisis. The government can't keep giving out trillions of dollars for a $1,200 one-time check every 6 months or every year. They're not built for that. Remember, America is a corporation. You want to be a subsidiary of the corporation, and in order to do that and get the benefits, you should have a business. It's that simple. All right? Don't confuse yourself thinking that everything is equal. All right. Okay. This is Friday night. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel and click the all notification bell. All right. A lot of people may be saying, hey, Eric, what about that party? Well, it is a party right now. This is what we're getting to, ladies and gentlemen. You know why? Because if you know what you're up against, then therefore you know how to deal with it. Here we go, the nominal wage tracker. This is Economic Policy Institute. All right, look at this. Look at this. Now, this is very interesting because I wanted to show this chart because nominal wage growth has been far below target in the recovery. And I want you to notice something that's very, very interesting. The recovery, 2007 to 2021. Does anybody find those dates strange? Now, this is also Bureau of Labor Statistics. And I find it interesting because when you really think about it, when 2007, 2008, and 2009 and 2010 came along, have we really actually ever recovered? That's why I find this very interesting, because when you really think about it, how can you call anything over the last 12 to 13 years a recovery when you're still printing money, when you're still giving tax cuts and tax breaks, still giving loans that you're forgiven? In a capitalist society, a person takes a loan, you got to pay it back or you file bankruptcy. You don't print money up and give it to companies and corporations and say, we're going to buy up your debt. So when you really think about it, we haven't never recovered from 2007, 2008, 2009. It's all smoke and mirrors. And unfortunately, the majority of American citizens don't understand the smoke and the mirrors. They look at some figurehead running the country talking about the stock market. The stock market's on fire. It's going up. It's rising. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, the stock market is owned. 92% of the stock market is owned by the top 10% of the wealthiest in America. So that's why a person that's well-to-do is only going to care about the freaking stock market. That isn't ordinary citizens. All right. So therefore, you have to be prepared. That's what this is about. So you can party when it's bad economy. When people are losing their jobs, you already have a job because you're self-employed. You already got your LLC or your S Corp or your C Corp or your sole proprietorship. I don't care what you want to do with it, but you're going to have these 6 or 7 extra streams of income because any one of them can be shut down, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So hopefully you see what they're playing mind games here. There's never been a recovery. All right. Now I'm going to keep going. Because this is the wage gap. All right. Now there's hypothetical and there's actual. All right. And this is if it grew 3.5%. If your hourly wage grew at 3.5%, this is what would have happened. All right. You'd be up to $30 an hour. Come on now. How many people make $30 an hour? Come on now. You guys know 50% of the population damn sure don't. Come on. 5 out of 10 people watching this live stream, you know who you are. You don't make $30 an hour. All right. Now, how many people even make 20? Come on. This is what I'm talking about. And think about this. They're using 3.5% growth since for the last 14 years. Inflation is more than 3.5%. So even if you did get an increase in your wage, you're still behind the curve because we had 10% inflation last year and it's going to be 15% this year. So a 3.5% raise isn't going to help you. So this is how bad it is out here, ladies and gentlemen. While you're out here sleeping, while you're out here saying, oh, everything's fine, Eric, I don't have to worry. I have my 3 or 5 or 10 streams of income. Well, here's what happens, ladies and gentlemen. There's a teeter-totter effect. If there's people that aren't making money, they can't buy your products. They can't buy your goods and services. So there has to be a certain amount of the population that does make enough money instead of making ends meet after every paycheck. There has to be somebody that has disposable income. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to buy the products or the services. And you don't want to be that person. You want to say, hey, no matter what, I still have money coming in to buy products or services. Maybe I can't splurge, but this is what we do here in SSN Nation. We got to talk about how can we make some extra streams of income. And it keeps going. I'm beating the drum tonight. All right. Edmondville Vert, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here once again. I'm here. His simple tagline. Thank you so much for being here once again. And Will Craw 88, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Hello there, people. Hello to you too. Thank you. Appreciate your support. And speaking of support, we're 30 minutes in. Please smash the like button. If anybody saw that jazz track that played before the official live stream tonight, let me know if you saw it. Let me know what you think about it. All right? Because the party has already started. All right, Terry Jones, crypto came just in time. The dollar may be headed towards what Venezuela went through. Luckily, crypto may be slowing the process down a bit. Terry Jones, there goes the unknown factor. Nobody knows what crypto's going to do. That's why you can't solely rely on anything, because crypto has never been through a crisis. Because keep in mind, whenever there's a crisis, let's say the stock market goes down. What happens is either people leave it there, or some people still buy because they buy on the dip, or if it gets bad enough, people want to remove their money and then they're looking for a safe haven to put it. But a safe haven to put it, if crypto's going down too, because the stock market goes down, crypto goes down, that's not a safe haven. Where's the safe haven going to be? Some people may say, okay, I'm going to go buy some real estate. But then they're like, wait, people are getting losing their jobs and getting evicted. Maybe that's not safe. Some people are saying, oh, I know, I'll put it in gold, silver, and precious metals. Okay, but if you put it in gold, silver, and precious metals, your money's locked. It's in a black hole. And now you have all this money there, and now to reconvert it back to cash to buy assets, what are you going to do then? You're actually going to lose money. There's fees involved. Let's face facts. So this is why crypto could be the key to this whole thing. And because the Federal Reserve and the SEC said they don't have any plans on banning crypto, well, let's just say this. If this is going to hold up, then if anything happens in the stock market, in the real estate market, people are going to put money in crypto. And that means all cryptos are going to rise that has any utility whatsoever. Because you're going to have 20, 30, 40, 50 million people putting money in crypto. In fact, it may have started already because this last little run up, more and more people are investing. They wouldn't invest when Bitcoin was $32,000. But now that it went all the way to 50, all of a sudden people want to put money in. That's not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. You want to get in when nobody else is thinking about getting in, when it's cheap. All right. Today, I listened to a live show with Alex Machinsky, founder of Celsius Network. They're implementing the token swapping capability within the platform with better fees. This will be awesome. Exactly, Victor Marrero. That's what I like about Machinsky. At least the guy is trying to help people. And by help, what I mean is when you send money to Celsius, oh, by the way, there is Celsius link down below. If you want to hodl your crypto somewhere and earn interest every day on your money, Celsius is my number one choice. Nexo is my number two choice. Both links are down below, and you get some free Bitcoin if you send over $400 or more on Celsius Network. But back to Machinsky and the tokens. When you send money to Celsius, they don't charge a fee. When you send money out of Celsius, they don't charge a fee. This is what I love. He tries to make sure that your money isn't being siphoned off, meaning your crypto isn't siphoned off like an exchange, like a Coinbase, like a Binance, like any exchange, taking your money, like the miners, when you send money on Bitcoin or Ethereum and they're sitting there like, oh, that'll be $35. Wait, I'm only sending $200. What do you mean? That's insanity. I'm sending $50, but the gas fee is $40. I mean, this is insanity right now. Those are the guys getting rich. Shame on these guys. That isn't even what crypto was supposed to be about. That's why BSV, Dow, a few others that have almost zero fees or low fees, they block those companies, that crypto, and they always give those companies FUD. And there's a reason, because all those guys are making money just like the other guys used to do when you bought stocks. When you had to call up the stockbroker and say, hey, I want to do a trade. And they'd be like, oh, yeah, you know that's $10. Oh, I want to sell. Oh, you know that's $10. They're not doing anything to help you, but they're siphoning off your money just by doing a transaction. Ridiculousness. All right. Don't let me get started. I'm so mad about it. It's like, man, if I could start some crypto, but BSV already exists. And there's a couple of other companies that exist where XLM. That's why XLM doesn't get much love because, again, fees are minimal. Anything that has fees minimal, they poo-poo it. You guys know I went on a rant about this before. That's right. It's going to be awesome. I like what Machinsky does. Andy Ortiz is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And he has the icon next to his name. Thank you so much, Andy Ortiz, for your continued support. And he says, good afternoon, everybody. That's right. Good afternoon. Thank you so much once again for being here. Vanessa Comagate's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And she has the icon next to her name. In case you're new here and don't understand what the icon is, that means you're a member of the channel. You hit the join button. That doesn't mean you're a member of the channel, such as a subscriber. That means you are an actual member of the channel, and there's a join button for that. All right. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, lady. All right. Auntie Val, testing Olympus Dow for return. Should have real estate in Alabama online by December. This train ain't stopping. Woo, woo. That's what I love to hear, Auntie Val. Don't let nothing stop, because it does not matter when you're self-employed. You're still making things happen. The economy has nothing to do with us. That's the beauty of being self-employed or having those streams of income, because ultimately we make our destination the final destination. And then that way we can always change course on a dime if necessary. That's the beauty of being CEO of your life, an emerging millionaire. Auntie Val's on the train, and we're all lined up on the train with her. Auntie Val, good evening, Queen, from Vanessa Comma Gates. What good, sis? Auntie Val, that's awesome. I love it. Exactly, Tiffany Young. She's making things happen. Entrepreneurs are in the house. Investors are in the house. Opportunists, as I call it, in the house. Speaking of Alabama, saw a fourplex deal in Foley. I always laugh about Alabama. Just like Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, cheap properties all over the place. That's just how it is. All right. Wow. I'm from Mobile, Alabama. Will Craw 88. Now you see how small this world is, don't you? People are looking for some deals right in your own backyard. That's what I'm saying. What somebody else thinks is garbage, another person says, hey, wait a minute. There's a fourplex over there. They're only charging $120,000. Wait, I can put this on Airbnb. How close is this to a major airport in the city? And wait, hold on. There's some acres over here where you can go hunting. Oh, yeah, this could be a nice little retreat. People would want to stay there. Beautiful. Yeah, I think I can do this. That's how it works, Will Craw. It's just a matter of time. There's gentrification all the time, as I call it. Will Craw, my daughter lives in Mobile, Alabama, too. Foley is about an hour away. Exactly. We know where those are. You can't be mad, and there's plenty of land out there. So therefore, you have opportunity. Like I told you guys, the youngest, I think he's the youngest son of Ray Charles, David. If you ever see the video, man, I love you. But anyhow, I told you guys before, the story goes, he came up to me at landauction.com, in case nobody knows the story, but I'll get into it shortly. As you know, Celsius Network also offers loans against your crypto. That's right. You can get 1% loan, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Victor Marrero, for mentioning it. For if you borrow 25% or less, they give you a 1% loan. It's interest only, and you have up to 36 months. That's an asset, ladies and gentlemen. So you can use your loan to invest in another asset to make money and pay 1% interest if you borrow 25%. It's a beautiful thing. The beauty is that you can get approved and money deposited same day. That's right. We don't like this at Chase. That's right. No credit check, no qualifying to boot. So right now, if somebody had Celsius Network or Nexo, you can go there and say, hey, you know what? I want to borrow $2,000 from my account. In the next 5 minutes to 10 minutes, no qualifying, no credit check, the money, the crypto will be in your account that you borrowed. You'd be able to withdraw it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that fast. 10 minutes or less. That's right. The banks don't like that at all. And that's what's coming. In fact, there's fintechs out here already doing it in a different way, not using crypto, but using you. What's in your bank account, how much you're depositing every week, how much revenues do you have for your business. They're using your actual incomes coming in, and they're using that to allow you to have lines of credit instantly without a credit check as well. Nobody to call up and ask. Banks don't like that, ladies and gentlemen. Free yourself now. You got your freedom papers. I put in part 5. Freedom papers, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we talk about here at SSN. All right. Let's see what else we got. Not cheap. It is selling for $450K, sir. Holy smokes. In Foley, Alabama, a fourplex selling for $450K, $110,000 a unit. Oh my God, Alabama's coming up. Gentrification is in full effect. Those cheap properties, it's just a matter of time, I have to admit. But it's coming. And that one time, Birmingham, they actually had some professional teams there, which is why it's always surprising why Alabama just wants to stay like in the 1960s. Never understood it. Yep, finding values increasing there. That's right, Auntie Val. It's increasing everywhere. Gentrification. Let's just face facts, ladies and gentlemen. We've been talking about the real estate game. Why do you think people are investing in places, Belize and Mexico and in Asia and the Philippines and in the Caribbean? Because property values are so low. 50,000, you can buy something, 100, 200. But sooner or later, you get enough people demanding, meaning I need to buy something here because it's cheap, prices start rising. That's how capitalism works. So if they have these properties for $450, which I'm shocked by this, I don't know what type of property I think you said it's a fourplex. So I'm really shocked because you can get a fourplex, in Tennessee or something for less than that, and definitely in Mississippi and Louisiana and all that. So this is very interesting. Alabama, the land of the free. They have a lot of land in Alabama. That's all I know. Yeah, it is crazy. I can't believe that. Man, Curtis Davis is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Mr. Financial is here. Good evening, everybody. That's right. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here once again. Mr. Financial's in the house. So once again, if you don't have your pen, pad, and paper ready, you better get it. And please smash that like button. In fact, kill the like button because the YouTube gods never shine upon us, ladies and gentlemen, but we're not stopping. We're not going anywhere. We're still trying to help people. And now we're into that part. All 4 units are, that's why, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Nice. And they must be around 12 to 1,400 square feet. So that would make those pretty nice. And since rental rates are rising, that's why it's $450. Okay, so we can do a little backtrack, right? So we have to be able to collect 60, 70 G's. We have a fourplex. How much is the rental going for? It has to be $1,500 to $2,000 a month per unit. Something like that. That would be astonishing in Alabama. Because it can't be $1,000. $1,000 per month is only $4,000. That means only $50,000 a year in gross. That wouldn't get us $450. So it has to be, rent values have to be a lot higher. So let us know, Vanessa Comagate, because you can get your place over there in Lakeland for less. But that's a duplex, though. Get real, Curtis Davis. Exactly. All 4 units are rented. The property is bringing in $4K, and the mortgage is going to be about $250. Okay, I don't understand. That's only $4,800 or $48,000. I mean, I don't get it. That's $48,000 a year. The mortgage is going to be $250, which means that's a win. But did you mean it was going to cost $250 or $450? Because I thought you said $450. $250, that's a win. I like that. That works. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. That's right. It's going to happen. It always happens, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever there's a land rush, it has to do with property values are so low that they all of a sudden have a bunch of people rushing in, and they do gentrification. 2,500 mortgage. Okay. Now we're talking. Now I get you. Okay, so somebody's going to finance that? A bank's going to finance this? Okay, let's go backtrack, Vanessa. Are you saying the property is $450,000? Somebody's going to have to put down $200,000. After the $200,000, That means you owe 250 and the mortgage is 2,500. Is that what you're saying? Let me know, because that would mean it's not an FHA then either. All right. Maybe we'll get to the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. Each tenant is paying $1,000 each, and the mortgage on 450K is going to be about 2,500. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Unless you're saying each room is separate. Let me know, how much is it per unit? Because if it's a fourplex, so if it's only 4,000, that's 50,000. Nobody will give you a loan for 450. That's not going to happen. I don't see how that's going to happen. So maybe there's something I'm missing. FHA. Oh, okay. FHA 3.5. Let me know what you mean. Are you saying each 3-bedroom unit is $1,000 a month? That's only 4,000. So that leaves you 1,500 best case scenario. And there's going to be fees. So that's going to put it kind of close to break evens potentially. In 2003, real estate sleep in Tuscaloosa. Today, boom, exactly. Well, let's face facts. Tuscaloosa's out there in the middle of nowhere at one time. It's probably not out there in the middle of nowhere no more. So therefore, the 2,500 must include property tax and insurance also. What's the interest rate? Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I mean, we can figure it out, but the interest rate's going to be what, 6% or something? Maybe 7%? Here, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. We can go look at it. This is simple. We'll break out the mortgage calculator. That's what we do here. We'll do some real-time activities. Hardly anybody's willing to do real-time, real world. Let's go real world. All right, let's see here. Where's our mortgage calculator? 450. We'll do it. Let's go. Where are we at here? 450. Okay. 50. So that's only about 5. Yeah, maybe 6. Yeah, it's going to be 5. At 30 years. Okay. So, okay, I see what you're doing. So you're gonna live with that net 15, which isn't actually not net because there's going to be expenses. So does that mean property manager is going to collect, well, 5 or 10%? Let me know. So that means that's 400, let's call it. So we're at 29. And then depending what the age is of the property, we could have we're going to have expenses. There's just no way around it. That puts you almost at maybe, I don't know, $1,500 profit per. Let me know what you think. You must get in before gentrification. Exactly. It sounds like it's already happening because that leaves hardly anything left. And you got taxes. Yeah, according to Zillow, the mortgage would be $1,786. I added taxes and insurance. That brings me around $2,500. I don't think it's going to be that, because we just did a mortgage calc. The mortgage calculator shows 5% interest. This is going to be a commercial loan. So okay, let's go something crazy. Even if you had a 3.5, that's 2,000. And I don't know if taxes are going to be included in this. I wouldn't go by Zillow. I wouldn't go by Zillow, especially if I offer more than 450. Okay, that'll be very, very interesting. Have single dilapidated home in Tuskegee. Value is now $50K. This is getting crazy. Tuskegee. Wow. Will sell and flip to nodes. There you go, Auntie Val. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not mad at the cost. I would do that too, in case anybody's here and not understanding what Auntie Val's talking about when she's talking about nodes. That's strong block, ladies and gentlemen. $70 a day right now. Strong block. 1/10 of the coin price. You have to have 10 coins though. Search the channel for the strong block video. But the short of it is you got to buy 10 coins, 10 strong coins. That's what strong block coins are, strong. And then you put them on MetaMask. And you got to put a little ETH on MetaMask because it costs $15 per month, $14.95 per month for the nodes. You don't need a computer. You don't need a laptop. You don't need a phone. They run themselves. So that's the beauty of that program. And you get 1/10 of the coin price daily. You can cash out anytime, but every time you cash out, it's going to be ETH fees. So therefore, no reason to cash out. Just let it accumulate. 4 months is the break-even point. This is strong block, ladies and gentlemen. That's why she was saying she would sell the house for 50 and go out and buy 2 or 3 nodes. Now that's $200 a day. You guys can start doing the math. $200 a day times 30, 6 G's a month. I think that's worth a risk. 4 months, you get your money back. So as long as you can hang for 4 months, that is the risk factor with strong block, in my estimation. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. We'll sell, flip to nodes. Exactly. 4 unit is still residential. No, it's not going to be. Yes, it's in a residential neighborhood. Yes, you can get an FHA loan. But normally, if you walked into a bank and said, I need a loan for 4 units, they're going to say commercial. There has to be a down payment, even conventional. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, FHA is going to be that 4% down. So that's not a problem. It's just that at that 450 price, I don't know where the 250 comes from. Or she meant 2,500. So the 250 is not the price. It was 2,500 for mortgage off the 450 price. Okay, now I get you. So roughly what, 18,000 down payment and 400K is still a lot of money. That's still a lot. That's still a lot. Let me go see. So let's call it, we go down to 430. Yeah, I don't know about the 3.5%, but if we go 6%, 25, but I don't know, because I don't know what the interest rate's going to be right now. But all I do know is we're going to have to add some taxes on top of this. We have expenses. If we're going to have property managers, there's another 200, 300, 400 potentially gone. That's high risk, in my opinion. If you get close to it, well, you're already at 50% of your mortgage. And generally, when you buy real estate, traditional real estate like this, you base it on 50% is going to be your expenses. So you're putting it kind of close at 450. Strong block. Exactly, Will Craw. 88. Exactly. Hopefully you heard me. You buy 10 coins of strong, which, well, it's over 700 now. And that meant $7,000 investment. Then they give you, if it stayed at over 700, that'd be 70 times 30, $2,100. But it would cost you around $7,700, $8,000 right now. So as you can see, it'll take you 4 months to break even. So that's why I call it a 4-month risk. It'll take you 4 months to get your 8,000 back. So it's a 4-month risk. And then at the end of those 4 months, you determine, do you want to withdraw the money or just let it ride? Buy more nodes. You follow what I'm saying? Which is what a lot of people do. Down payment will be around 16K. Yeah, at 450, right? Exactly. And then you're going to owe 434. And I don't know what the interest rate is. If it's 5%, you're going to be at 2,000, and you're still going to have taxes and other fees to deal with. So you could be approaching almost that $4,000 what you're collecting from the people. Too close for my comfort, quite frankly. I would need at least another 2 G's, at least 6,000 is what your ideal is. If you know somebody that owns real estate in this traditional manner and they're doing month to month, you might want to go tell them to send over ask them what their expenses are annually, because most of the time it's 50%. So if I'm bringing in 48,000, let's say, that means I'm going to net around 24. So now I need to collect more. So if I'm only going to collect 24, that puts me in a bad position. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of, I mean, if my mortgage is 24, so that means I'm not going to net anything. Expenses is the 48,000. So I've probably confused people, but if we're collecting $4,000 per month, that's 48,000 per year. 50% deduction for expenses, just generally. That means we only have $24,000 left. If my mortgage is more than $24,000, that means I got to come out of my pocket. And if something crazy happens, meaning crazy out of the box stuff like AC units go out of the box stuff, all of a sudden something happens with the pipes, water pipes, just out of the box stuff, that you didn't expect. It's going to cost you 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9. Roof needs repair. These are the things you need to do for inspection to make sure you're not going to have anything coming up anytime soon. You got to have records if you can get those too. But I don't personally like that deal on the surface, because when you go by the 50% rule, we have a problem. In fact, Marrero rents property right now in Georgia. He would know the answer to that. How do you pay that $14.95 StrongBlock fee? Directly in the StrongBlock platform, or you have to continue to feed ETH into MetaMask? Yeah, you have to continue to feed ETH into MetaMask. Yeah, and it comes out when you sign up on the StrongBlock platform, you link up and you allow them to do the $14.95 per month. I am hoping my funds clear Coinbase by Monday. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Brooklyn Daddy's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, fam, hope all is well. Good evening, SSN family. Thank you so much. He's here. Brooklyn Daddy from the Southeast. I appreciate your support once again. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Pay with ETH, but I pay 2 to 3 months at a time. There you go. There you go. Exactly. That's why you always have to keep ETH available. 4K is what has been collecting as of now. I will be collecting for the 4K. One unit will at least get me 2,500 Airbnb. Okay. Now you're talking my language. Okay. All right. So you're going to do a hybrid. So you're going to rent out a couple of units so you have the stable like 2,000 a month coming in. Then the others you'll do Airbnb. Yeah, I like that better, because I would seriously prefer not to be around 48,000 gross. It would be a whole lot better if you're in at least close to 70. That would at least make me feel a little bit more comfortable with that deal. But again, when you're thinking of these deals, keep in mind, if it's basically commercial property is all about the numbers. So if I know I can only collect 8,000 per month, and then after expenses, whatever that number is, then that means I can only get a loan for a set amount. It's not like I can go out here and get a loan for, $600,000 if we're only collecting $40,000 a year. So that's how you got to think about it. Happy. And keep in mind, Airbnb, even though I can sit there and show track records that I've been renting this for $2,500 a month, that does not necessarily mean that's what it's going to be all the time. And even because you never know if COVID has taught anybody anything, a recession in 2007, 8, 9 taught you anything, you can only plan based on what you know. But I always suggest you want to plan on, if something happens, force majeure, hurricane, flooding, anything that keeps you from collecting rent and you still have a mortgage, that's something to consider. All right. Leah Dennis is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here with the icon next to your name. Thank you for the support. Happy Friday, SSN fam. I am just checking in, always dropping great gems. Thanks, fam. That's right. That's what we do here. Thank you very much for dropping in. I'm glad to see you, like I said. Much appreciated with the icon. Still playing with the numbers. Ex-husband has 2 fourplexes. He told me about this deal. Yeah, he's been telling you about a lot of deals. But as you know, it seems to be once you know about the deals, it's like everybody else knows about the deals too, and you're competing against other investors because that's what the numbers are based on. Another investor, I will tell you right now, if somebody says 450K and I'm going to pay 2,500 in a mortgage note, and somebody told me, Eric, we're collecting 6 G's a month, I'd be like, I would highly suggest not to do it. All right. Marrero, you've been renting month to month, not using the Airbnb model, I don't think, for one of your houses. Let me know if you know what your expenses are. Generally, it's around 50%. In other words, what I mean is if your net revenue, gross revenue is 100,000, after all expenses, not including mortgages paid, what's your number? Is it 60%, 50%, 70%? What is it? Because generally, like I say, for most investors, we just do 50% straight up. So that way we're conservative at worst case scenario. And then therefore, if we can meet the goal at 50%, then we know it's a worthwhile investment. 4K is not enough. I have the potential of 8K a month. Yeah, 8K a month is what you would need, but the 8K on Airbnb is not guaranteed. There's no way you can guarantee you're going to do 100% in Alabama. That's my thing. Marrero lives in Orlando. He's doing pretty good. He's around that 99%, but that's because they have full infrastructure. 3, 4 parks, some more water parks, some more kids' playgrounds and all that. So it keeps things going. You're right, boss. I'm searching and looking. That's right, Vanessa Comagate. But I will say one thing. You better get your behind over to the Punta Cana or Tulum, Mexico, or Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, and grab up one of them $120,000 condos. Come on now. Get in on this. Even though I understand there's something to be said, but why get a loan when you don't have to? That's all I'm saying. You could wait 2 years, 18 months, 24 months, 30 months, and then flip it that way and have revenues coming in. Brooklyn Daddy. Exactly. Yeah, and Vanessa's like, what? Eric Bird Boulevard. That's right. It's exactly right. Next time I go over there, I'm going to have to try to try to get that. I'm going to be trying to advocate for it. I'm going to be like, come on, man, you got to do that. Do that Bird Boulevard over here, somewhere Bird Lane over here in Vista Cana. If I see one of the owners, that's when I'm going to try and pump to him. I'll be like, get that Bird Boulevard, man. Look how many videos I've done. Silverman Fox, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And with the icon next to your name, I appreciate that icon. And hi, guys, now punching in. Thank you so much. Tapping in, ladies and gentlemen, at 1 hour. Please slap that like button. Hit that like button. Smash the like button, kill the like button, because you know why? The YouTube gods do not like to show or tell anything about SSN Nation's videos or live streams, because we tell it like it is. We give facts. We let you know there's no games out here. This is the no guru zone. We don't sell courses. We don't sell time. We don't sell anything here. We just tell you like it is. So if you have any questions, put them down below in the comments. We'll answer. We'll talk about it. Don't be shy. We have a lot of entrepreneurs, successful people here. So ask the questions away. All right. Yeah. So let me get back to Eric Bird Boulevard, Vanessa Comagate, because I'm going to tell you, I like investing for 3.5%. Well, FHA 4% down. But what I don't like is FHAs, they have requirements, first of all. Second of all, you have to find that every deal may not be a deal. That's all I'm trying to say. But again, I like a higher number at that 450K price point because I can already see where you're going to be over. I think you might surpass that 2,500 depending on what the interest rate is. I don't know what the interest rate is right now for FHA, but if it goes over 5%, then your note's going to be more than 2,500, and you might even have PMI on it. So, like Morrell touched on interest and all the insurance, might have to be added in. I don't know how it's going to be structured, but I don't like that risk. I would like to see that number for rent. I would like to see at least 5 figures. I'd feel a lot more comfortable at 10. And I don't feel comfortable at 6. I don't feel comfortable even at 8. I'd prefer 10. If I know I could get 120, I'd feel a lot better because you're going to be spending 30 a year on just your note. And then whoever manages it's going to cost you 10% potentially every month. So there's another potentially 7 to 10,000 gone. So that's 40. If there's a yard or landscaping or anything like that that's going to be needed to be done, you're already putting in another 3 to 4 G's. If there's any plumbing, maintenance, issues like that coming, another 5 to 10 G's. You have any repairs of replacing items such as, like I said, ACs, heaters, things like that, toilets, it adds up. That could be another 5 to 10 G's. It's just, you never know. Doors, you just never know. All I'm saying is I like 5 figures. I'd rather that be at 10,000 if you're going to be spending 450. And so therefore we'd be back on the Eric Bird Boulevard going over to Punta Cana. In fact, Vista Cana, now rated the number 1. That's right. In SSN Nation by Eric Bird, I'm rating number 1 resort in Punta Cana area is Vista Cana Resort and Country Club right now until somebody surpasses them. All right. Yes, in real estate, I love conservative numbers. Exactly. 2 stocks held on today, Affirm and Upstart, of course. They're going to stay that way, Curtis Davis. We talked about it. Curtis Davis has been an advocate for these 2 stocks for like 7-8 months when they were in double digits. All right. This is what we talked about on Wednesday Night Live. Hear me out, ladies and gentlemen. Here's stocks right here on the screen. You have your pen, pad, and paper ready. Do your due diligence. Hear me out. When the economy goes bad, like it's been, people borrow. Right now, the most amount ever borrowed on credit cards is a record because people don't make enough from their salary or wages, so they're using their credit cards. Now, an offshoot of this is once your credit card is maxed or near full, now you have to go to Affirm, Upstart, these other companies who have no qualifying features. So where do you think millions of people are going to be going over the next 12 to 24 months when the economy gets worse? They're going to be going here with Affirm and Upstart. All right? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. It's pretty simple. Get in. Here we go. Victor Marrero, the long-term rental for my property in Columbus is $1,300 per month. No mortgage anymore. The only expense is 10% property management fee, $130. Okay, so he's paying like $1,600 a year. Property tax and insurance, $275. So that's another 3 G's. So he's doing 3 G's. It's costing him 3 G's plus around 1,600, let's call it. So 4,600 is what it's costing him right now. So the question is, when you had your mortgage, What was the rate? Was it 50, 60? What was the percentage between your mortgage and your revenue, total revenue? So in other words, if you're doing 1,300 a month, that's, what is that? 4, 12, 13, what is that? 16,000 a year. So if that's 16,000 a year, what was your NOI generally on average year over year when you had the mortgage? That's what the question really is. And what was the, if you had a mortgage on the property, what could it have been? 300 a month, 400 a month, something like that, 500. So now that gives us a little better idea. So if your mortgage was 500, you owe 275 for property and taxes. That's 875. Management's 130. So now that makes it 1,000. So you would be making 300 per month. So that's pretty much what we're talking about here. So he wouldn't be at 50% even. He would owe more than the $650. So this is what I'm referring to. So those are the things that we got to look at when you're an investor, right? Well, do you suggest investing in Punta Cana, Mexico without traveling over there right now? I'm not sure how it is traveling there right now. Will Craw 88, no problem. In fact, Victor Morera is going over to Punta Cana in the next couple of weeks. And Vanessa Comagate just came back from Mexico. She was in Cancun. Tell them my daughter just came back from Cancun. So traveling is no problem, apparently. All right. So that's not an issue. And buying without going over there, let me put it to you this way. Panorama Luxury. Yeah, I used their name. Another property in Cap Cana. And another property in Vista Cana called Lagoon Residences. Lagoon Residences, I was there. It came out 48 hours while I was hemming and hawing, driving all over the place. They go, Lagoon Residences is going to be right here. They say 2 bedrooms and 1 bedrooms. I said, when did it come out? 2 days ago. All they had left was 1 bedroom forest view. So no, people aren't even going over there. The $138,000 1 bedrooms on the golf course in Cap Cana, Andrea Rodriguez told me about it. In 24 hours, all of them were sold. Nobody showed up. People just said, I want it, and sent their $1,000 to reserve it via bank wire. So people are buying over there sight unseen. Well, they might know who the developer is or the builder, or they have the brochure. Don't get me wrong. It's not totally unseen, but they have the brochure. They see what it looks like, what the project's going to look like. But there's people out here just buying stuff because, let's face it, if you can buy something in Cap Cana for $133,000, I'm right now, if somebody said that, I too would be like, okay, where do I send the 1,000? And I didn't know about Cap Cana before I left. It's when I got there I found out it was a five-star location, the most upscale location in Punta Cana. So I too, if they would have told me 133, and then when I get there and I see that the top units have ocean view, I was like, oh my God, no wonder it's sold out. So I wouldn't say you actually have to go there, but if you go there, at least you get lay in the land. But right now, I'm just going to tell you, I just got the numbers 2 days ago. There's 4 units left at Panorama Luxury. There's 4 units left at Sunrise Village. There was only 10 units at Sunrise Village in Vista Cana. There's only 4 units left there. At Arco, they only have 1 penthouse left. I believe there was like 8 of them. At Arco, they also have 2 bedroom units. There's some of those still left, and they still have the 1 bedrooms left. But the golf course view units, there's only also like 3 or 4 left, including the 1 penthouse. The 1 penthouse is now $194,000. When Arco first came out, which was only 2 months ago, a month ago, the penthouse unit was $186. But now it's $194, and it's the last one. So there you have it. And I'm trying to think where else was. Oh, at the beach, They still have units in phase 2 and phase 3. The beach is downtown. REA is sold out. Central Park, first phase, sold out. The second and third phase is coming out for Central Park, but they're not available yet. It's not out. So Oceana, there's only a few places that you want to buy. So keep that in mind. All right. Anybody see that little intro I did today with the jazz track? Let me know. All right. Do you suggest? Yeah. If you can go, I would go. But if you have, basically at this point, anybody that's going to invest, and even if it's in anywhere outside the country, I would do my due diligence online, ask any questions here, what the better locations are, get a price point if you know what your price point is. Most of these properties now require 15% down. That's the first thing. $1,000 to reserve, and then in 30 to 60 days, you're going to have to send them that remaining 15%. And then you pay monthly, whether they're going to be finished in 18 months, 24 months, or 30 months. No credit check, no qualifying. But it helps out that a lot of people have been, like Vanessa Camelgate went to Tulum area or Cancun area. She might know something about that area. A lot of people have went to Punta Cana area or in the Dominican Republic. So we can tell you. So I tell everybody who sends me an email, the first thing I say is, they go, hey, I'm thinking about it. I say, okay, do you know how much you want to spend? Do you know what size unit you want? And what are you going to do with the property? Because that matters. If you're going to live there, then you might pick a different location than if you're renting there. Because if you're renting there, then you have to be in a location that has amenities. All right. That's just number one. Because your renter won't want to stay there. People, when they look online and they're like, okay, they had a pool, they had a fitness center. Okay, how far from the beach? Oh, well, they're 15 minutes from the beach. That's nothing special. You can get that anywhere. So that's why if you're renting for Airbnb, you want certain locations. If you want to live there, then you may want a different location. So it all depends. And it depends on the amenities. If you say, hey, I want to be on the water, let's face facts, you're going to have to spend $200K and up if you want something by the water. All right. If you say I want amenities, well, then there's a few spots that is going to be, like I said, Vistacana is number one, top 10 list, top 5 list. Then you might want to get something downtown eventually. But then you're going to say, hey, I want to spend only $125,000. Well, if you say I want to spend only $125,000, then that leaves you with getting 1-bedroom units at Vistacana, for instance, at the Wave. The new 1-bedrooms are $99,000. At Arco, the studio unit is $80,000. See, this is what I'm saying. So the longer you wait, the prices start going up. So then if you said, I want to spend $150,000, well, then now you can get a villa at Primavera. You can get a 2-bedroom at the beach. But as far as everything else, $150,000, and it's not going to get you a 2-bedroom because Arco 2-bedroom is $153K. The 2-bedroom at Sunrise Village is $186K or $183K. So prices are escalating. So it all depends. That's why if you know what you want, then you can narrow it down. And then this Punta Cana, we've been talking about it for over a year. So I can help you out greatly if I knew how much you want to spend, what size unit you want, and what you're trying to do. We can get you narrowed down real fast. Properties sell so fast that's why waiting another month or two, there's going to be a whole different inventory. A few years ago, I looked at a $50K property, but maintenance plus yard work plus roof work, too much risk in some real estate. Exactly. That's what an investor does. Mr. Financial acting like an investor, doing his due diligence and weighing the expense to profit ratio. You got to do that. True. I was surprised it was so high in Alabama. Honestly, me too. I'm in shock by that number, especially when you just told me it's only $1,000. You know what's basically happening, I think, is, let's face it, I've done this in the past myself. There's property that knowing full well that at $4,000, if they're presently have it where it's set up where they're only getting $4,000 per month, the property's not worth $450K. But If I turn around and tell you, oh, hey, I can do 20, you can do 2,500 Airbnb in 2 of the units, that's 5 G's. And then the other 2 you can rent, that's 7 G's a month. But the 7 G's a month, I don't know if that still makes it worth 450,000. I'm still only grossing 84,000. And then if I do my 50% thing straight out the bat, that's $42,000 left over, and my mortgage is going to be around 30. So I don't feel very comfortable. In 12 months, events happen with renters and with Airbnb people as well. So I know that I'm going to have some additional expenses I wasn't counting on. You know, people do crazy things sometimes. So that's why I don't like it. 450, there's so many other options that you can have for 450. Think about that other property you were going to look at in Lakeland. I'll give it out now since you didn't buy it. But in Lakeland, the duplex, I mean, at least it's in Lakeland, and at least you're able to charge more, and at least you have a track record for sure. And that might, you might extend $300K for it. Silverman Fox, where's Mr. Koo on vacation? Hey, Mr. Koo's always standing by. He's probably listening, but hasn't shown up in the chat yet because he seems to be listening. We normally set aside approximately 5 to 10% from the rent per month for repairs throughout the year. If not use, we roll it over to the following year. Victor Marrero dropping gems, ladies and gentlemen. This is exactly what you should be doing. Even though he didn't mean it as a teachable moment, but that's what this is. So when you rent your properties out, you should keep a little bit aside. He's doing 5 to 10%, which is reasonable. Because everybody knows, whoever rents real estate knows expenses are going to come. And that expense, you just don't know if it's that AC unit all of a sudden gone, $5 to $6, $7, $8,000. You want to make sure you have that. And the longer it takes to do it, you can build up a war chest. And that war chest can also be used for rehab. When somebody moves out, you have the money there. So now you can upgrade the property and now you can charge more. So that is very good that he did mention that, because that is what you want to do. You don't want to do bare bones. So again, you can see just by what he's saying, that extra 5 to 10%, and I do recommend it as well. Keep a little bit for a war chest. You're going to need it. That's just the way it is. And that has to go into the equation. That's, again, why I do 50% straight up, because you want to have that handle. All right, here we go. Will Crow. Okay, I'll email you, Eric. It's Eric at Stop Struggling Now, or support at stopstrugglingnow.com. Looking to rent out the unit via Airbnb and or use it as a vacation home. All right, so Will Crow, 88. So what you want to do is, if you are going to treat it as a vacation home, that means you got to realize if you want a villa or if you want a condo. Condos are generally small. All right, just keep that in mind. If you want a big condo, then you're going to have to spend $300,000 in Cap Cana, and that'll be like 1,000 square foot, or Oceana, 170,000. That'll be 1,000 square foot for like a 1-bedroom. But if you want a villa that has 1,400, 1,700 square feet, I'm going to tell you right now, the cheapest villa is in Primavera 2, and it's $125,000. And that same villa sold last year for 80 grand. Now it's 125, just to give you an idea. And that's 1,400 or 7. I think it's 1,495 square feet, or it's 1,700. I just can't remember off the top of my head. But Primavera 2 is more catered toward vacation home living, because it's more like a residential neighborhood. They do have social areas, meaning there's probably going to be, well, I know where the second pool is. So there's 2 pools already. So there's probably going to be 4 pools on the property. There's soccer fields, there's basketball courts, there's fitness room, there's game room. So it's a little community that they're building. And so Airbnb might not, people might like it. So therefore, it's not where you're going to have a whole bunch of amenities, unless you consider amenities basketball court, 4 or 5 pools. At these pools, they have the umbrella. It's set up like that. They have the fitness room and the game room. Those are nice amenities. But now when you're competing against downtown properties, Vista Cana, Cana Rock, and Cap Cana, now you're going to run into a problem. But if you're treating it as a vacation home and you want to act like more of a residential thing, then Primavera for 125 is a deal for a villa. Because other villas cost more than that. The Sunrise Village villas is 186,000 now. And those are 1,700 square feet. So that means the other 125 is 14. So that's why I got my numbers crossed. So that's what you have to keep in mind. So if you're going to do Airbnb mostly, because you don't live in Dominican Republic, then you have to go with where all the amenities are. And I forgot, at Cana Rock, there's still units available. They have 1 bedrooms now for $126K, but you don't want a 1 bedroom in reality. The thing is, you can get a 1 bedroom, but if you can get a 2 bedroom for 126, that would be better, right? So that means you go to the beach. That's where you go for that. So there's only a few, and I forgot Cana Rock still has properties. But the 1 bedrooms are going to be 114, 117, 126. 2 bedrooms, they're escalating. You're going to have to be in the 200,000s at Cana Rock probably. I don't know of any 2 bedrooms under 200K. In fact, I don't know any under 300. So here we go. Oh, I skipped. Let me see where I got to go back. I skipped something. Hold on, because he put in the numbers. Okay. Let's go. We went there. Hold on. Because these numbers helps everybody. True, I was surprised it was high. Where's Mr. Koo? Here we go. 5 to 10. Curtis Davis. Both stocks are notes. They have global unlimited investors, Upstart, and Affirm. Exactly. Everybody's going to jump on this because even though it's high risk, people don't have to pay. But they do know that over 6 to 12 months, and you give somebody, they charge $500, and then you tell them it's $50 a month, they know most people will pay that. This is not a credit card scenario where people can charge up to $5K, like a few $100s a month and won't pay it. So I emailed it to you, boss. All right. Thank you very much. Curtis, Victor, hopefully your margin was $200 to $300 per month with mortgage. Yeah, he's going to put it in. I saw it. That's why I said, Beto 527, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. It's a party up in here. Thank you so much for being here. And he says hi. Right on. Here we go. This is the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. When he had the mortgage, it was 575 plus 275 tax, insurance plus 130 management fee equals 980, 1380, 320 net, 25% back in my pocket. The beauty on long-term rental is less wear and tear. There you go. He says exactly right. That's exactly right. And especially when you can get the leases where the people agree, I'll stay here 2 years. Some people even sign a 3-year. So now you know you don't have to do anything. Well, most of the time, don't have to worry about it. But he liked that 25% on his money, which is awesome. Awesome. But that is, again, noticed he collected 13. This is what I'm trying to say, Vanessa, and everybody else who's thinking about buying commercial or multifamily. Notice he's collecting 13. He doesn't have even 50% in his pocket. All right. When he had a mortgage. Once the mortgage leaves, now he's easily has that probably. Take away 5. So we're at 500. Yeah, he easily has it at that point. But this is what I'm referring to. When you have a mortgage on the property, that 50% thing is what I worry about most. That's what I worry about. And as you can see, he wasn't at 50%, but he did make the 25% profit back, which is awesome for real estate deals. That's what you want. You always, like I always tell everybody, I try not to mess with something unless it's over 20-some%. That's it. And that's just the way it is. All right. So think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Marrero. I appreciate you putting in that info because now people could see my conservative number of 50% with the mortgage. It wasn't even conservative because his number is even below the 50%, which is by rights what it should be. But he did put in that extra 10% and did things like that. So he could have had 35% in taking more risk, but why do that when you don't have to pay? put the 5 to 10% away so you always have it. And it could be in an interest-bearing account too by the management company. Okay, I'll email you, Eric. Looking to rent out. Okay, yeah, I skipped ahead on that one. Victor, excellent deal. That's right. Yes, excellent info from experienced real estate investors. Years, water heater, roof, appliance, carpet, new cabinet calculations. Exactly, Mr. Financial on top of it. Thanks, guys. Things to look at. I'm not that experienced in this area. Vanessa Comagate, no worries. You know what we got here. SSN University, SSN Academy is in full effect. Like I said to everybody, you never know who's here. A lot of people have experiences with all types of different businesses. So we can get you down the right path, because a lot of people like doing that rose-colored glasses stuff, and they don't tell you that you should start thinking about, hey, before you get into this, just automatically 50%. Take it off. Take it off. Because if you can't survive on the 50%, then you're not going to be able to survive. Or if it's too close to that 50%, I would not do it. That's why I said on the 450, we can't do it. Panorama Luxury, Speedo Ninja, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Panorama Luxury, 1 bedroom versus 1 bedroom suite in Vistacana. Which one is a better investment for Airbnb? Speedo Ninja, I can't answer that, unfortunately. What I'm going to answer, though, is, let me get the prices right in my head. The studio unit was, $61,900, $62,000. The 1 bedroom was $99,000, right? I think that's what it was. Yeah, I think it was. So here's what I'm going to say. Their configurations that they have there, I do not like. The reason why I don't like it is because the studio unit, they have this little area that's so small that I can't put another bed there. So now I can only sleep 2 people. That's not good. So therefore, if I had to make a choice, I would take the 1 bedroom, because the 1 bedroom, at least I have a bedroom and I have a sofa sleeper, so I can sleep 4. So is it worth the extra $28,000? Yes. Or is that $38,000? Yes, it's worth the extra $38,000 to have that extra sleeping area and a bedroom. So, and there's only 3 or 4 of those units left, by the way. And none of them are Lake View, I don't think. There might be one Lake View, because there was, in fact, hold on. In the B building, Mr. Estacio sent me over the list, because I actually asked him just yesterday, 2 days ago, yesterday. They only have 1 bedrooms left. One, I think, is a penthouse or a swim up, because it's $115,000, but it says it's in the B building, 123. So unfortunately, I'm not pulling up their stuff on the screen these days, because they show no love. So there's one, it's all 52 square meters. But the beauty of it is they have a half bath in the living room. So these are the same as the tower units. So that's a good thing. So I would value the 1 bedrooms more than the suites at the Panorama Luxury. All right. Thank you for asking, Speedo Ninja, because that matters. You'll be able to rent for more as well. Silverman Fox, I sent a friend to your channel today. He's looking for help with funding his business. Right on. Wilson Koo can make it happen. I can make some things happen depending on what it is. So if he sends me an email, you know my email, eric@stopstrugglingnow.com or support@stopstrugglingnow.com. Either way, we'll get to it. All right. Koo Man is the funding guy. I spoke with him today. Exactly. He's actually doing it, putting the pedal to the metal. Look, we're in this stage right now where you're going to have about 15 to 20 different options, especially from the independents. Banks, they're limited. But independents who's doing loans, they're going to have about 15 to 20 options. Brian P., welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Nice to see you once again. It's support@stopstrugglingnow. That's the easiest one. Support@stopstrugglingnow.com or eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. Either way, it comes to me. So hopefully that helps you, Brian P. My friend just moved into a new home last week with 3-time yard space, pool, 3-time room space. You must calculate cost, maintenance, and he wants new tile floor. It's time, money. Wow, he's getting on it already. I hope, is it a rehab or is it a newer home? Putting in a tile floor, that's already some more thousands. Oh yeah, that's one of the things as well. If you're doing rental property, I highly recommend smaller yard. That because now you're going to have expense with landscaping unless you're doing it yourself. And there's some other things. Pools, expensive to maintain. That's why you always want a property. If you're renting it out, you want to live in a complex where they have a pool, jacuzzis, wading pool, lap pools, basketball courts, tennis courts, fitness room, and game room, because that means you don't have to have it in your place. Those add value. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I did say it was party night, didn't I? We're 1 hour and 35 minutes in. Please smash that like button. All right. So let me do some things. Let me know. Did anybody see the intro where I had the jazz track playing? I'm going to have to cut it off. Only people on the live stream could see it. But did anybody else see it? And by the way, if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel and click the all notification bell. All right. I have to do it. Okay. So we might have some new people here. And since I gave up the name Panorama, I'm going to show two things. Well, I actually have shown this before at Connor Rock, but this is Connor Rock, which is at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino property. I've shown this before. So I'm going to show it again for new people. This is at Connor Rock, which is actually on the golf course. I believe this video shows the Connor Rock condos, which has the pool in front, and I believe they have 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms there. All right, here we go. Time to party with. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they actually have some new property at Connor Rock that Victor Marrero has already let the cat out the bag because he knows where they put the grandstands and where the concerts are being played. There's a new project being built, but it's only basically has a pool, nothing else, but it's right by where the concert venue is. So that property potentially can rent out for a lot. And once again, those are I believe they were 120s, 150s, something like that for a 1 bedroom. All right. So that again is in Connor Rock. They have their own private beach club at the beach. It takes you about 5 minutes. Well, actually, probably less. But let's say 5 minutes to walk to the beach. It does not give you full access to the Hard Rock. You have to get a bracelet if you want to use some of their services, but you still can go to the casino and things like that. But unless things have changed, which it might have, you couldn't spend money there, but I'm pretty sure that changed now since they're going to have the condos. All right. Well, anyhow, once again, ladies and gentlemen, that is the first thing. So here's what I'm going to show you. I did something hold on. Before we get into this, let's go. My friend who also purchased a Galaxy apartment secured a local property manager that will do all the management services for 20% of the rental. This will be full service, including marketing. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Competition is going to set in. This is what I was referring to before. All these companies are going, we'll do 30%, right? Just like I was saying, I was looking into the business center and I was like, I'm not going to charge 30%. I'll charge 20%. And I'll get all the customers. Because that extra 10%, it adds up, especially if you're doing volume. All right. So if you're doing, let's go conservative numbers. Let's say you're doing $30,000 a year in gross, and you have to give up 30%. That's 9 G's versus giving up 6 G's. That's $3,000 in your pocket. $300 a month, $250 a month extra. That adds up. That's your HOA potentially. That adds up. All right. So you knew it was going to happen because there's way too many properties. Property management companies not going to be able to control thousands of units. So it's going to be left upon a few other smaller companies, and even the smaller companies are going to be able to eat, because even if you only had 20 customers, and if you have a situation where you're doing $60,000 a month, 20% is a lot. Think about it, $12,000 just for management. Come on, pretty sweet. And that's going to include the housekeeping. And look, the housekeeping over there is only, people will do housekeeping there right now, $15 to clean up a place, $20. I was saying I'll pay somebody $35. Forget that. But it's going to rise over time due to more places. But yeah, that is awesome. Marrero, you know you're going to have to share that information, right? Who that company is. All right. Victor, winning the SSN University. Exactly. Curtis Davis is right, Mr. Financial. All righty. 1 hour, 41 minutes in. Speedo Ninja. He has a question, but it didn't come through. Wilson Koo is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon next to his name. Thank you so much for being here. Good evening, Mr. Bird and SSN family. 100% facts. His tagline. Just finished some work and getting here. Of course, we knew that, Wilson Koo. You're the emerging millionaire. You're making things happen. I know what you're doing. All right, Speedo Ninja, have you seen Oceana? I think it's an awesome project. It has a lot of amenities. Oceana, it's not built yet, but I have seen the brochure. Let me see if I still have the video or anything. No, I don't have Oceana's video. Let me see if I have their stuff. No. Yes, I've seen Oceana. They were reasonable. When they first came out, it was $149, but now they're up to like $178, I believe. But Oceana's sweet. I like it. It's in El Cortocito. The only reason it's not in my top 5 is because it's in El Cortocito. The reason why I say that is because to get to El Cortocito, I got to drive through that 2-lane road. And when there's more people there, I just don't know about that 2-lane road in and out of El Cortocito. That means once I'm in El Cortocito, I don't know about leaving. But El Cortocito has all the beaches right there, 5 minutes away or less, restaurants, mini mart. Oceana is actually going to have a grocery store, which is going to make it awesome. Oceana also has the 300-seat theater, which makes it awesome. They also have the gastro food pub area, which in the upper level of one of their buildings, they're going to have restaurant food court type of thing, which is awesome. They have a game room. They have kids club. It's sweet. I like that project. I really like the project. They have their own little beachy area. The way they built their pool, they're going to build their pool. It's beautiful. I like their project. In fact, I might bring it up because that project could be overlooked. I don't know what they have left. All I know is last time I checked it out, the prices were not $150 no more for a 1-bedroom. Now it's $178. whatever was 150 is now 178. It's the cheapest cheapest unit there. So, yeah, the Ocean is cool. I wonder how Rockstar and Universe is doing. I don't even know if they've broken ground really, because I don't know. It's kind of weird what's going on at Connor Rock. I was working a finance deal. If it lines up right with the partners, I will be another founder and joining your DR party. Wilson Koo, making it happen. Every day is another day that you can make things happen. I'm love to hear this, man. This is awesome. 20% is a steal. You got that right, Victor Marrero. I pay 30% for the Margaritaville property, and it's so worth it. Totally hands off. I only get reminded when my phone beeps that the money hit my bank account. Exactly. 20% is freaking, it is awesome. That's why I wanted to come over there. And that's why, again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you something. In fact, we might have people here tonight that doesn't know about SSN Lifestyle. I'm going to bring up SSN Lifestyle. I'm going to run a video on SSN Lifestyle. I'm going to run the first video. All right. So, and in fact, we're going to run a couple videos tonight. But because I'm bringing that up, we have a feature because Wilson Koo just said he might become a founder. He in a business deal where he's able to do something, do investment. We're going to have the Ring of Fire, which is like the Shark Tank. There's going to be some investment opportunities as well. So I'm going to bring up the video first of that, of SSN Lifestyle. Let me know what you think if you're new. Here we go. All right, I had to end it real quick because there's a music version and then there's a voice version. So I'm going to do the voice version since I realize now that that was the music version.
SSN Lifestyle. Do you want to travel and see the world? Stay in luxurious accommodations. Have peace of mind and relaxation. The financial freedom to enjoy the life you deserve? Well, welcome to the SSN Lifestyle. Your financial health will create your wealth. We're here to help you drive to your destination of greatness. And we have the start button. If you are willing to learn, put in the work, and help others achieve their goals and dreams, then please join us for a better future. And welcome to the SSN Lifestyle. We will help you create happiness and freedom to enjoy life.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, down below in the description, SSN Lifestyle, you can sign up to become a member. That's all I can do with that preview. But here's what I wanted to do to have a little fun tonight. Check this out. So I have my little beanie. So I'm going to put this on. All right. Here's my little beanie. You guys can see this. Like I said, you guys, look at this. Most people don't know Hertz Entertainment Services. Who knew that they actually were in the movie business, right? So I just wanted to put this little on because I'm going to have a little fun tonight. Check out this next video right here. I just made this a little short. You guys know what our intro music is, right? But how about this is DJ Eric B in the house. Come on, come on. All right, check it out.
Come on, come on.
All right, had to have a little fun, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. How you like that now? All right, just had to have a little fun with that tonight. because it's party time. Because anytime the economy's going down, we have to set ourselves up with assets, ladies and gentlemen. And Vanessa Comagate's still out here combing. Tiffany Young's in the house. She's out here combing, making it happen. Auntie Val out here making it happen. Victor Marrero, Wilson Koo, Mr. Financial. The list keeps going on and on and on. Even Will Cross coming to the party potentially now. That's right. This is what we have to do. Get those assets right now, ladies and gentlemen. Wilson Koo, how do I pre-qual a loan? 60 FICO plus proof of revenue. That's simple. If you have proof of revenue, and if the revenue is over 100K, I think that's not going to be a problem. All right, not at all. Brooklyn Daddy, I see you. Surprise, surprise, right? Thank you. Wilson Koo, go get him, Koo. That's it. That's right. That's how he rolls. He's been doing it. Wilson Koo's been doing it, ladies and gentlemen. He's just been doing it behind the scenes quietly. That's how he's been doing it. That's it. That's right, boss. Get that travel ball rolling. That's right. That's how we have to do it, Vanessa. You know, quiet as it's kept. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So that's how we're going to roll this year. Next year, we're going to be rolling like that. This year, we're going to roll like that. It's not over yet. You still have 2 months. I'm giving you that 2.5 months, ladies and gentlemen. Get your assets in all seriousness. Get those assets that pay you. And if that means you have to start a business online or start any type of business, take the risk, be self-employed, rely on your skills. And you can also still work for somebody else if necessary. You can always add additional streams off of what you're doing now. So therefore, you can be prepared and recession-proof yourself. That's what we want here. That's what we're trying to teach here all the time here at SSN University, SSN Academy. All right? We don't want you left behind. All right, now, let's see. So I just had to have a little fun, show you guys get around. You know, it's not always sitting here doing videos and live streams. Got to get around some. All right. So back to SSN Lifestyle. We're going to have Ring of Fire. So since I gave that little promo, it's video night. So I might as well show the Ring of Fire, a little some of that, the promo now. Check this out. All right, now you guys know what the promo is. The intro is for the Ring of Fire. That's coming up. And Ring of Fire opportunity is going to be at the end. Well, let's call it November 1st or October. Well, it won't be Halloween. So we'll call it November 1st. Somewhere around there, there will be the first opportunity for an investment. So that would be on a Monday night is November 1st. So that's what it's going to be. In about 3 weeks will be the first Ring of Fire opportunity for SSN Lifestyle members. I won't tell you what it is yet, but that's what's going to happen. All right. Let's go. Zurich, Sweden, Switzerland. I like it, SSN Nation. That's right. Exactly. I bought a townhouse. Speedo Ninja, he bought a townhouse in Villa Martini a couple months ago in Vista Cana. Happy with my purchase. Don't know if it will be good for rental, but it's a good vacation home. Hey, Speedo Ninja, it's going to be awesome. In fact, Speedo Ninja, why don't you disclose, if you will, if you don't mind, how much you paid for the Villa Martina? Because those villas or townhouses, those are valuable, especially at Villa Martina, because what's the square footage? I believe the square footage is almost like, was it 1,800 square feet or something like that? That is what I've been looking for, and those are hard to get. So even though all it has is a pool, a fitness center, it doesn't have nothing else, but it's going to be in the upscale area next to that equestrian centers out that way. The golf course is going to be out that way. There's some other things that haven't been shown on the master plan that's going to be out by Villa Martina. So, and it has its own gated section. So it's not like you can just roll in. They have their own security gate. So that's pretty cool. So I like Villa Martina. I think it'll be fine for rentals because it's out there by itself. It's in a small little community. Thanks for the support at Vanessa. Eric, that was fire. Wilson Koo, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Ring of Fire deals. That's right. Curtis Davis smoking. Let's break out the cigars, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming. All right. Oh, getting very creative with your video clips. The video started with Santorini, Greece. Is that part of your package? Nope. Santorini, Greece is not part of the Founders Club package. But let's put it this way. It could always be included in something. Let's put it there. I can get stuff there too. All right. But yeah, but it's not part of any membership package. Not at all. But members can go there and I can get you discounted prices there. Mine costs $135,000. The price pump too. Yeah, exactly. You're lucky. Very good timing, Speedo Ninja, because $135 for a villa in Vista Cana, it cannot be done. No more. Them days are over. Hell, you can't even get a 2-bedroom apartment for $135 anymore. Two-bedroom apartments are costing $170, $153 now, minimum. So, hell, villas, I don't know. There's no villas available for sale on Vista Cana right now. I'm afraid the next ones that come out are going to be like 200 and something. So you got a great deal. And there is a market for where you're going to, for Villa Martina. The reason why there's going to be a market for it is because some people will want to stay at Vista Cana, but they'll want to stay in a low-key area. And Villa Martina makes it low-key because when you go in their gates, there's like a little playground, a pool, and a fitness center. That's it. There's no bar, no restaurants, no cafe, no traffic whatsoever. So some people might want to stay in a place like that. Victor, Greece, exactly. Victor trying to add in the Greece. No Greece coming for the Founders Club membership. Burning off fire. Make Mr. Cash proud. That's right. Wow, Eric is the man. He is internationally known. Hey, we got to get around, right? That's how we got to do it. But now I got to get that Eric Bird Boulevard on Vista Cana somewhere, right? That would be sweet. Yeah, right off the Champs-Élysées. Yeah, go. I shouldn't say this, but I will. 2 blocks off of Champs-Élysées. Go to the jewelry store that starts with an F. I won't give the name. Starts with an F, and just tell them the black dude with the hoodie showed up. Well, actually, they know my name, but yeah, that's where I go shopping when I go there. All right, pumped about 10K since I bought. Exactly, it's worth more than that now. It's worth more than that. What's the size at Villa Martina, by the way? But it's worth more than 10. It's worth more than 145 now. I mean, it's like I said. Let me give you an idea. Sunrise Village. In fact, I might pull some of this stuff up because there might be people here right now that doesn't know anything about what we're talking about. So I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to do this. I'm going to see Sunrise Village is 1,700 square feet, just like at Villa Martina, but that is $186,000. And they're not in their own gated section either. So that's why I'm thinking Villa Martina is now, it has to be worth more than 186. You have gates. And Sunrise Village also does not have their own pool, doesn't have their own fitness center either. And they're 186. So I'm going to pull up Let me see if I can find Sunrise Village. Let me see if I have it. If anybody saw that last video, yes, I have Sunrise Village. If anybody saw that last video that I dropped where it's about Punta Cana, where Mr. Estacio goes around the properties, all these properties are going to be they're going to be priced out. If you keep waiting, like I said, high season is coming in 2 months, ladies and gentlemen. Even though they call high season January through like April, I consider it starting December 15th on, because there's Christmas and New Year's. So you have to keep those things in mind. So I'm going to pull up Sunrise Village because this is the townhomes that's available right now for $186,000. Let me see if I can get this on screen. Here we go. All right. Push this over. All right. And our guy, Mr. Estacio, this is his project. He's the project manager for this. There's 4 units left, all $186,000. All right. This is similar to the townhomes over at Villa Martina, but townhomes at Villa Martina, I don't remember them being this spiffy, so to speak. But this is it. There's only 8 units, what they're calling Sunrise Village. But again, these are $186,000. All right. Keep that in mind. They're spacious. They're open. Beautiful. But $186,000 now versus he got his Villa Martina just a few months ago at $135,000. And I don't have Villa Martina, I don't think. But this is very nice. Now that pool, that's an extra $10,000 or something. Maybe more. And see, it's right by Paseo del Sendero. Again, no gates anywhere. Just roll in. But of course, there's a gate up at the front. So, and look down here. These are the only units. It was just this block of 8 right here. That's what they're calling Sunrise Village, inside the Paseo del Sendero, which is all villas and townhomes. And here you go. 75 square meters on the first, 70 some square meters on the second floor. So really, this is around 16. Yeah, this is like 1,600, 1,700 square feet. It's very nice. I'll give them credit. Let's get it wider. But this is Sunrise Village, and this is $186,000, ladies and gentlemen. Does not include the pool. That's extra. They're not furnished either. All right. So 75 square meters on the second floor as well. So, and one of these units, there we go, 161. But one of these units has a home office, which is what they call this thing here. You come up and it's like a loft area, small one, and they just have 2 seats, desktop thing like that. But again, this is Sunrise Village in Vista Cana. So therefore, if this costs $186,000, clearly Villa Martina is going to be more valuable. Here's the prices. Only $186,000 now. There are no more 179s. Those are gone. There's only 4 units left, and they're all $186,000. Here's the price points. $1,000 to reserve. They're doing 10% at contract. So to complete, you add another $16,600. So you gave them $1,000 to reserve. Then you add the $16,000 to complete. Then you're going to pay $55,000. But get this, they're going to be done in 18 months. So now you got to do 55,000 divided by 18. What is that? That's like 36. Yeah, that's like $3,000 a month. They're going to be done in 18 months. So you're going to have to spend $3,000 a month if you want one of these during pre-construction. And some of these are going to be done in 12 months. That's how fast this is all moving at Vista Cana, ladies and gentlemen. If you've missed Vista Cana, I would highly suggest you reconsider. I suggest you reconsider if you're thinking about getting anything in the DR, if you're getting anything in Tulum, Mexico, Cancun, Mexico, Merida, Mexico. I highly suggest you get it now. If you're getting something in the Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, Singapore, I suggest you get it now. Belize, Costa Rica, I suggest you get it now. All right? Because you never know. Hyperinflation is crazy. Everything's crazy out here. All right. Yeah, so Speedo Ninja, your property is pumped more than that. And speaking of that, Speedo Ninja, let me know if are there any units left at Villa Martina? Because I haven't heard if there were. Speedo Ninja, congratulations. Are you planning to do 50% and 50% at closing via loan or cash? Yeah. Yes, I need a deal going to Greece or Paris. Okay. Here's the deal. Flying there, well, Greece is a ways, but well, actually Europe's a ways anyhow. But point is, flying there to Paris, for instance, I stay out in what I call where the locals live because I love it. Okay, I stay by, well, I'm not going to say where I stay. But anyhow, I take the metro into town whenever I want. But where I stay at, we have, it's beautiful. You walk outside, every city should be built this way. You walk out, 3 doors down, bake shop, 8 doors down, a restaurant, 12 doors down, washer dryer, 3 doors down across the street, grocery store, 6 doors down from that, another little mini mart. You never have to leave the block. It's like I love Paris. My God. Parlez-vous français, anyone? So, Eric, Connor Rock redesigned their website. You can select properties and apply filters. Oh my, about time. Jeez. I don't know what these guys were doing all this time. Remember, I never liked their website, connorrock.info. We're going to go there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go check it out. Let's go see what's happening. Because now Connor Rock, because that was a complete fail. Because people are going around to other websites, being able to look up and see availability, and these guys are out here making people like have to hunt. And then when they get to the website, it wasn't like cut and dry. Let's see if it's cut and dry now. Let's go check it out, ladies and gentlemen. This is at Connor Rock. This is about, well, Victor Marrero is going to be able to tell us because he was going to be paying attention on his trip from the airport to the Hard Rock. It could be 15 minutes from the airport. It could be 20 minutes from the airport. I don't really know. Could be 10. I don't know. But it's somewhere between 10 minutes and 20 minutes from the airport, Punta Cana Airport, that is. So you're still within that nice drive time. But once you get there, okay, what's this? They have properties. They have properties over 400 now. Oh my. Oh, look at this. Apartments, penthouse, suite, swim out, corner. Oh my. Okay, let's go look. I'm scared about checking Galaxy. I'm going to go with apartment. And I'm going to go with, okay, I don't know what they mean by room. But I'm going to go with 2 rooms, apartment at Galaxy. This is because Marrero, looky here. In case I picked this, Marrero owns here, ladies and gentlemen. He was lucky enough to get in it when it was $230,000 for a 2-bedroom at the Galaxy in 2018. This looks like second floor. Okay. This isn't better unless I can click on this and this takes me to a price because they're doing it again. This doesn't tell me the price. I don't like that. Okay, the penthouse is 240. Whoa, that's 2,600 square feet, roughly. Oh my, that's pretty big. No wonder these are the 400 grands. Yeah, they still don't tell the price. I don't like this. I really, really wish they would have the price down here. Why are they keeping it a secret? Yeah, this is a little better. A little better, but still, they don't. No, 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 no. Give me a brochure, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. Let's see what the shop is. Originally, the website did have prices where you could actually book something. Now they don't show the prices. That's weird. Here's Galaxy. Here's Universe. This is one of the premier properties. This is in the top 5, ladies and gentlemen, because this is on the golf course and you're by the water. Space, Terra. I'm not familiar with the Terra property. But again, they don't want to tell me the price. I don't know why they do this. Let's see if they have the price here. No, they don't. Okay. They have penthouses here too at Terra. All right. They have a lot of units available. It looks like they do. But anyhow, they're in the top 5, ladies and gentlemen, simply because you're on the golf course. Let's go look here. Here's amenities. They have their own private beach club. Hard Rock Golf Club. I'm pretty sure you're going to have to pay. Kana Bay. Free access to one of the best beach clubs in Punta Cana called Kana Bay. You're going to have the gym, the wellness, the spa, the tennis court. Okay. And then, of course, you have the Hard Rock and the beach. That is worthwhile. All right. So there we go with that. Okay. All right. Let me go back. Yeah, that deal. I need a deal. Eric Conrad redesigned. Yes. Speed in. Let me know if you need the financing. There we go. Villa Martina now have their villas at 256. Woo! Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, here we go again. Validation. What I keep saying. Speedo Ninja. There it is. His townhouse, he says, is now 148. He bought it at 126. That price is these prices are going to rise because of Arco, Sunrise Village, Panorama Luxury, and whatever comes out next in Vista Cana. The prices are going to keep going up. And like I said, you pretty much have about, in my opinion, you have another 75 days, ladies and gentlemen, to make a decision before things get off the charts. Depending on your info, could get you 0% financing for 18 months. Not long enough. It's only a year and a half. But we'll take 0% financing for 18 months because then we'll have revenue coming in, ladies and gentlemen. And if you have revenue coming in from a rental, then you can actually get a loan, a different type of loan to buy the property similar to commercial because it'll be a rental value based on revenue. You scored a deal, bro. Exactly, he did. You can apply the price with the filters. Okay, let me go back and see that. Let me see this. He said you can apply price with the filters. Okay, I thought that's what I did. Oh, when I put it at 400,000, it just gave up everything. Okay, I see now. Okay, I get you. Was the shop? I don't know how I got to the okay, here we go. So this is what you're saying. So I pick, okay, I'll stay with apartments because that's all they are. And then I pick, let's go Universe. Then I pick View. So golf. Then I pick floor, all floors. Then you're saying I want to go under 130. Find property. So we know there's properties for 114, 117, 126. And here they are. They're one bedrooms, 54 square meters. And they're only one bedroom, one bath, not one bedroom, one and a half. Interesting. So we know they're under 130. Yes, they should be. Show more. So there's plenty of units available. Well, I think. Oh my, 57 square meters, but still one bedroom, one bath. That's interesting. That's bigger. 54. Interesting. So these should be like 126, I believe. Now I'm just going to click on, in fact, let me go, where's this 57? Second floor. Is this something? This looks to be something here. Let's go look. Okay, so we know it's under 130. But we don't know the actual price. These guys. All right. So I'm going to go to Connor Rock Space. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to play just a little bit, so bear with me. Oh, wait, hold on. They still have some old stuff. Let's see. Oh, no, they don't. Let's see. I don't care about that. View, don't care. Space, here's price. No. We don't know price on this one. Unless it's still on the 150. Okay. Let's see. Maybe these are, I don't know. Well, I can never navigate their website. So I'm going to have to let it go. Exactly. That's how you play with the filters. Yeah, exactly. I can't play with them that much. Yeah, they're all over the map on that one. But all right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Connor Rock. And in case someone's sitting here saying what's the best ones, in my opinion, it could change because it wasn't this from the beginning. But number one area, Vista Cana. Number two area, downtown. Number three area, Connor Rock. Number four area, and the 4 and 5 could be interchangeable, Cap Cana or El Cardecito. That's it. Well, El Cardecito if you get Oceana. Otherwise, they're just basically condos there. Or they didn't have too many villas, but they had condos there. So Oceana gives you the amenities that you need. And it's in El Cardecito, and it's about a 4-minute walk to the beach. So that's why. And Cap Cana is upscale, and it's a little different. You're able to charge more money, but it costs you more to stay there, but it is upscale. There's something to be said for upscale. They do have infrastructure, meaning, they have a bar at the beaches and private kind of community. So it's kind of cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're 2 hours and 17 minutes in. Please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. And then please click the all notification bell. That's how we got to do it, because YouTube doesn't like to share our info because it's too real. We're giving people the exact ways to buy, get assets. And by the way, if you're new, pre-construction condos, no credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry. You just need the down payment, and you need to pay monthly. That's it. All right. So congratulations, Speedo Ninja. He's part of the 26, 27 people that own inside Vista Cana. So keep that in mind. SSN Lifestyle members, keep this in mind, because like I said, I'm looking to offer some equity in the housekeeping game in Vista Cana, because we have so many people. Might as well put a place at the business center so people can check in there and then check out there as well. That makes it nice. So I'm looking at that. That could be one of our investments. That will not be the one November 1st, however. But that'll be on tap for SSN Lifestyle members to invest in, get some equity. And in fact, the equity, the profits or revenues could be coming quicker in this one, because this is not a long-term thing. Once the office is there and things are set up, it's on, because there's already people renting properties in Punta Cana. Even if it's not at Vista Cana, doesn't matter, because we can have clients from other properties, other locations. Pretty simple. Remember, there's a ton of projects being built there, and there's a ton of projects that are already built. All right. So keep all of that in mind. All right. It's 2 hours, 19 minutes in. And if you missed the last Freedom Papers, part 5, I suggest you check it out. Armageddon. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Always have to make it seem like it's dire, but it's not, because you're going to be ready. Just like everybody here in SSN Nation, SSN Academy, SSN University, you're ready. You know what to do in the next 3 months, 6 months, if you haven't already. You know to get assets. You know to get your revenue streams up even higher. All right. So that's what you have to do. And search through the channel for the multitude of videos that I have, whether it's affiliate marketing, whether it's that free Amazon FBA course. I don't even know if I have that down there today, but I might. I don't know what's down here in the chat. I mean, in the description. But there is something else that I keep forgetting about. Please go down to the bottom of the description below the video. Please sign up for the newsletter, because YouTube doesn't send out they don't update people. All right. Only about 1,000 to 1,200 people now will receive something out of all the thousands of subscribers we have. All right. Let me see what else is down here. Just Celsius and Nexo is down here. And then at the very bottom is the newsletter. So please do that. Sign up there. Oh, the Amazon FBA, the free Amazon FBA course, it's down below. Courtesy of David Quintieri. He gives it up. All right. That's still down below as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap this up here shortly. So if anybody has any further questions or want to go over any type of investments, already you know what stocks to be looking at. Affirm, Upstart. You know you should be in crypto, because the government is giving green light right now. So that's why the prices are going up. Can't blame anybody for that. So keep that in mind. All right. Let me see what else before I forget about it, because I should check this out. Yeah, I got that copyright. I know. It's funny. That's funny stuff right there. All right. Okay. So there's nothing else pretty much. Hopefully you guys liked the little video that I ran earlier, having a little fun just to show you in the end that we do get around. Now, let's see. I'm going to do something else. Even though it's sold out, there's nothing we can do about it. I show people this Panorama Gardens just to have a little fun, because, you know, it's party time, ladies and gentlemen. You have your duffel bag of cash ready on standby. You have your streams of income coming in. So that's standby. So now you're just sitting here making sure you pay down your debt. And then you're getting ready to pounce. And with Wilson Koo at the ready, now you may be able to do some things that you couldn't do before. And keep in mind what I always say, when you're doing pre-construction, you're buying today's price, but nobody knows it because it's not on your credit report. So now you can still go forth and buy something else, because you're not going to be penalized by them going, okay, you know, you're paying this extra amount here, and we don't think you can afford this other amount, so we're not going to give you that loan. So that is one of the things. And as an investor, you always want to be cognizant of how much money you have going out. So you don't want to overextend yourself. but you do want to minimize anything on your credit report if possible. And that's what pre-construction allows you to do, until eventually you might say, okay, let me get that loan against that 50%. But a loan against 50% means you have equity. And from that point on, you can always borrow against your equity, if you want to buy more assets, and put the 25% down. So now you've changed your whole equation on what you need to do. All right. So this is Panorama. Just like people missed out on Villa Martina, just like people missed out on all of the Vista Cana properties, except for like 3, you missed out on this one too. And this is one of the reasons why I purchased at Panorama Garden, because of the Zen place. This is the only place that has a Zen place. The Zen place has a cigar bar for some strange reason. It has an art gallery, some strange reason, has yoga, has fitness center, has a cafe, and actually has pools at the Zen place, and a spa at the Zen place. I purposely picked my condo 50 yards away from the Zen place. It is also about 50 yards from a massive pool area that they didn't show originally. All right. So anybody renting my place, they're literally close enough, but not on top of those 2 spots. And we still have other pools that are about 75 yards away, 2 more pools. And you also have Zen Place, which has 2 pools, and you have the big pool. So there's a whole bunch of things. But check. All right. So now you see why this place sold out pretty fast. Now you know why Villa Martina, any place that has the extra amenities, would sell out fast. And if you're doing Airbnb, keep in mind, you want those amenities, as many as you can get. All right. Brooklyn Daddy, everything was great. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. And I thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it all the time. All right. So we had enough fun tonight with the video that I did with the Ring of Fire. You guys saw the promo. That's what the promo is for Ring of Fire. That's going to happen. Anybody catch the first 4 minutes of the live stream and hear the jazz track, which I got a copyright strike for already, but I'm going to erase that. But everybody on the live, whoever was lucky enough to see it, congratulations. It was called Strong and Able by Pete Velasco. It's a little jazz, smooth jazz artist. All right. And speaking of that, don't forget, some other things are going to be updated on the ssnlifestyle.com website. And I'm going to play the video, the one, you guys know our intro music, but there's more to that intro music. There's a little track to it, but it's not like a voice track. It's just, a little party track to it. So I gave you guys another part of the track. That's why it sounds the same, but it's a little different. And then next time I want to have a little fun, I'll add another portion to it. But here we go again. I'm going to play it one more time in case we have some last minute stragglers who missed it before, because it is only like 47 seconds. And then I have different pictures coming up. And oh, by the way, Lake Zurich, that's where Tina Turner lives. She lives in the, you'll see the mountains where there's a lake and there's mountains. That's where she lives, by the way. It's about, even though Zurich is a city, Lake Zurich is, say about 15 kilometers, maybe something like that, from Zurich, maybe 20. It's something like that. I just can't remember. You know, I'm not good with distances, especially when I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. I'm just having fun.
Come on, come on.
All right. Had to have a little fun with that again. Yeah, a lot of people might have seen Tom Hanks playing around with those little triangles. Yeah, that was supposedly at the Louvre. I don't remember Demons and whatever it was called, but that's at the Louvre. And yes, that was the Mona Lisa. That's the real one. Yeah. Hundreds of people are in a room trying to see that little, and it isn't that big of a picture. It's not like it's 5 feet by 5 feet or 4 feet by 4 feet. The thing is probably only maybe 2 feet by 2 feet. It's not that big, but it's there at the Louvre. Curtis, thanks, Eric. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 2 hours, 30 minutes in, and party time is up. So once again, I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. And if you still are trying to get your foot underneath you, your feet underneath you, and getting these extra streams of income, I implore you, please consider it a serious situation and get it now. You will not be able to escape rising food prices. You will not be able to escape rising gas. You will not be able to escape rising energy costs. So all your bills are going to be higher. You're not going to be able to escape higher interest rates. You're just not going to be able to escape, and you're going to be siphoning off your money. So you're going to need extra streams of income. So it's imperative you consider ramping up your game and getting as many as you can before the 1st of January. That is the goal, ladies and gentlemen, because something could happen before that. Because remember, the Feds are going to say something in about a month and a half. And depending on what they're going to say, which I suspect they're going to say we're going to increase interest rates, I think that's going to trigger some things. So just be careful. And if we get a reprieve and they don't do that, we're still not going to be able to escape, because inflation is happening right before your very eyes. All right? So don't get caught, ladies and gentlemen. Make your investments now. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.